It was in mental asylum where the place was not enough for the patients who were residing. I went for a campaign and I have observed it. The new joinees were kept outside in a single outhouse. I felt sorry for them, but nothing I could have done. My face was tired because it was unable to cry. Then I have decided to join the same asylum. I have prepared the documents and I have joined the asylum. I was very happy because there I'll be able to be myself, a mad person, which is my original face. I have joined it within 1 week of span. On the name of treatment, the doctors were providing something which I am not aware of. Maybe even they are not. So I was on my rounds, on my own rounds, unofficially. I checked each and every corner of the asylum. There were few illegal things and few legal. But for me, everything was illegal because I was not a mad person. I was not insane. I tried to find out the facts. It was dangerous. In the night times, I used to complete my rounds with my mobile phone, taking snapshots as well as the videos. I worked for 7 days a week in a night, but all the videos I have rechecked and the photos I have rechecked and there was nothing. I was so perplexed. I was in sorrow and I was sitting idle somewhere, and someone touched me. Someone pat my back, and she was an old lady. She was so beautiful, but she had a grey hair on her head. Maybe she might have crossed her 40s, but she was mad. She was in an asylum. She was insane. I thought what she could suggest me. I didn't respond to her. Then she sat beside me. Though she was of 40, she behaved like her 20s and 30s. Maybe it was a past she remembered, looking at me. For some time she drowned in my eyes. Her eyes were not blinking. Neither her pulse was. For a few seconds, everything was stopped for her. I do not know what was there in me. But yes, for that particular moment, she was there in me. She was holding my hands. After some time, with panic, I shrugged myself. I shivered, and she too. She told me, I am observing you. You jump in nights from one wall to other, from one block to another, but you will find nothing. She was so sure. She told me to work in days, observe in days, in the sunlight, not in the cold breeze of moon, where everything is hidden, but not this asylum. The same day I have begun my work, I have started checking everything, but I was unable to find because I didn't knew. I took her help. She has took me. She has took me to the cafeteria, the hotel where we all used to eat. I didn't know anything, and though I have observed with all my talent and skill, I was unable to find anything. But she has shown me the doctors making the patients to. She recognized the difference because she was there for some time, maybe for 2 decades, which is some time for her. Her thoughts were so pure that she didn't point out anyone, but she just whispered in my ears. For some time I was unable to understand, but later I did. I understood her answers and the questions in them. I understood her way of behavior, the manner she has explained me in whispers. She has written something on my hands, on my chest, as well as on my back. It was not only the message, but her touch was something like I cannot explain. Maybe she was touching a male body for the first time. I never felt that touch, and yeah, it was really magical for me. I started taking videos, I started doing my work. After 1 week, I had so much of data that I was ready to leave and submit it to the police department, the cops. But she stopped me, not physically, not mentally. But whenever I was blinking my eyes, she was there in front of me. It was her who asked me to leave the place so that this asylum can be free of sinners. But I was unable to leave her. She was almost twice my age, but I loved her. Her messages, her writings, the way she whispered, I was unable to forget. And today was the day I am supposed to break the asylum. I really begged two of the policemen, two of the cops who were supporting there, who were watching the asylum. I begged them to the death, and by holding her hand, I went out of that asylum. She is free now. She is free now in my hands, in my arms. In my hold, she can feel her world, and I brought her to my home, where she was preparing the food. I went out to the police station to finish my work. I did, and the next day the breaking news was about that asylum. It was not only the doctors who were making the patients to cook, but there were so many other things which I cannot say in a story. Those all things were in the breaking news, and the newspapers were filled with the same news as well as the news channels. But nobody was aware of the person who has done it. It was not me, it was her. I was just following her, and I'll follow her throughout my life. The second story of 82 stories is finished. Thank you.